Hello and welcome to the stream. Uh Impromptu, just randomly showing up here. But yeah, welcome. We're going to talk about Bitcoin. We're going to talk about Ethereum. We're going to talk about the cryptocurrency market as a whole. Take a look at traditional finance as well and see what we can see. So yeah, if this is your first time joining into the stream, hello, welcome. I decided to do a quick little giveaway, nothing fancy, just 1,000 sats. No big deal. But Opera, drop me your wallet of Satoshi address, and for 05505, drop yours as well. Animosity, yes, we can check out Mara on the New York Stock Exchange. Mining stocks, man, mining stocks, really? I guess because it's more liquid for you. Just buy Bitcoin, dude. Anyways, let's not waste any more time. Let's dive into the king of all crypto. That is Bitcoin. All right, so we're starting off with Bitcoin. I want to take a look at the weekly. I'm still bullish. You know, the wave here on alphanumetrics, if you're not hooked up on alphanumetrics, doesn't matter. We're here to tell you, our opinions. But when the wave is green, it's a good time to be long. Wave is green, bull market. Wave is red, bear market. Pretty simple. Wave is green. Invalidation point for me is well below 24,000. 24.5. Well, $24,500 is when I begin to flip my bias. So we are getting close, but we're still up in the $27,000 range. So not looking too bad for me in the short term. Now, negative points, where negative points are due. If we take a look at here on this weekly candle, we had a bearish engulfing candle. That is when the red candle is bigger than the previous green candle. You can see that we didn't make a high, and we did cover the entire body of the green candle here with a red bearish engulfing candle. Furthermore, we have closed below the 7 moving average. This blue line is our moving average. We're below that. If we're going to continue any sort of bullish momentum, we do need to get back on top of that 7 weekly moving average. We are on top of the 200. The wave that turns green and red is our weekly 200. So price above the 200. That's another bull market indicator, so it's looking good. And we do have the 30 moving average. This here in red is about to cross a bullish golden cross over the 50. So, we're neutral. We're neutral right now. We need to see more bearish price action for us to flip our neutral bias to bearish, but neutral to bullish is where we're sitting right now. So let's go down to the smaller time frames, take a look at the daily. This is kind of an interesting support level. I did have a support level here at the order block at around 28. What is that? $28,000. We'll just call it. We did fail to hold that order block as support. Did get a bearish retest of the underside of that support, and are now setting up for a continued move down to the next major support range, which is here at around $26,700 for me. Some support at around the 50, but it's looking like we could have a momentum swing down here as far as the daily is concerned. If we close this candle out red, and if we close this candle below this previous candle body close, let's go ahead and grab a line to mark that level. That'll be 27,263. If we close this daily candle below 27,263, then we definitely have the cause or the reason to continue this impulse to the downside to around 26,000 is kind of my next major target for support here for Bitcoin. The consolidation's ugly, not gonna lie. It's an ugly consolidation. It's certainly not showing a ton of strength. Not the type of strength that we were seeing back here when we really started to rally. Is it just a pause? Is the market just needing to digest? Are we seeing some bearish shifts in the traditional finance that are causing things to slow down in crypto? I don't know, but we will have our answers in the coming days to weeks. So if you're not already in the free Discord, then you may want to join into the free Discord there. There is a premium side to the Discord where there is exclusive content, but as far as the general where are we in the market type stuff that we share here on the streams, we share that content when asked, really. So yeah, that's the daily and the weekly. Let's go down to the 4 hour, because the 4 hour is where we could begin to build a cause for a potential turnaround. This is where I'm going to turn the RSI on, and I want to take a look at just this little swing low, this swing low area right here. Okay. So we have our low, we have our lower low, and it looks like we might want to threaten down for another lower low. But what we're seeing in the RSI is we have a low, we have a lower low, but we have our first higher low. So as long as this RSI is able to maintain a higher low than the previous RSI back here at around 22, what is it, 22? Yeah, 20. As long as we can maintain the RSI above 20, that's going to show our first kind of small time frame divergence, showing at least a hint towards a bullish turnaround. Now, we're talking about the 4 hour, and we're comparing that against metrics on the daily and metrics on the weekly. Those are much higher and stronger time frames. So, you know, you need to take that with a grain of salt. But you know, we're maintaining a bullish bias and looking for reasons to comfort our bullish mind. And yeah, I've been bullish. I've been long this market since 18K. Some entries even lower than that. And I'm just looking to stay long. I want to stay long. I don't like to press buttons. I like to trade less and profit more. So I want to stay in this long for as long as possible. Invalidations down at around 24,000. Where I will be forced to close those positions, but I'm going to hold on to hope. I like that divergence, that little divergence that we're seeing developing right here. Lower high, come on, give me my pen tool. Lower high, or sorry, higher low, and potential lower high. So we'll see how that plays out in the coming hours here. This is a 4 hour candle. I think today's candle, which will close in, when does the daily close? The daily closes in like 15 hours. We'll get a lot of information at that close. Want to see us recover. I want to see us recover, break back into this order block area. If we can do that, then I think that we have the ability to repair the damage that has been done. But to lose this level and to lose the 26, it's going to put us into a longer consolidation, All right, so let's just take a look at Ethereum. Ethereum, we were on top of that key resistance point, that key level of resistance right here at around $1,900. Got above it, got smacked down below. If we take a look at Ethereum on the Bitcoin pair, we have another lower high. So lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high. It's looking like it wants to curl over. I do give the alternative currency pairs a lot more room for interpretation because we're comparing Bitcoin and Ethereum. Those are two different assets that are both volatile assets. When you're doing a currency pair with volatile assets, you should give them a lot of wiggle room. So, you know, we'll see, but a trend is kind of a good indicator. If we're unable to get back on top of this 0.07 per BTC per ETH, then I would not be surprised for us to get a retest back down to the 0.05 BTC per ETH. So that's what I'm looking for on that chart. Let's switch gears here a little bit, take a look at traditional finance. So let's go over, actually, before we do that, let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. This is an interesting chart that I've been paying attention to. Comes up every once in a while where I pay attention to this chart. We're up at a pretty significant resistance point. This is kind of, you know, this chart has become a lot less reliable since the proliferation of stablecoins. There is a way to eliminate stablecoins from the data, but I also feel that we're just in a different market now. This was an awesome chart to use before we had stablecoins at all, when a lot of altcoins were trading on their Bitcoin pair. This was a fantastic chart to use. Now that we have dollar pairs, euro pairs, cryptocurrency pairs, it's a little bit muddier, but from what I can see here is we do have this well-established range. We have our range low where we've tested multiple times, and we have our range high, which we have tested multiple times. We're up here at the range high. We did break above it and get a new high for Bitcoin dominance in this local range, but we did get a rejection, which is a good sign for altcoins. So it's not completely out of the woods yet. I'm still maintaining, like I said at the beginning of the show, a neutral bias. I really think that it's important to remain neutral at this point with bullish positions. So I have bullish positions, I have long exposure, but a neutral bias at this exact moment. So needing some more data to come in. That's all the time I got for today. If you guys enjoyed this content, please leave it a like. If you're on Twitch, do the Twitch stuff. And yeah, until next time, please trade safe. It is a jungle out there. Peace.